Hey everybody, it's Toray, and I'm bringing a video on the questions that are most asked by me. And this is basically a layout. It's going to be a few, maybe two parts to this. So this is the first part is, what is your talents and what do they do? This is the basic layout of all my talents. And, um, and the first thing coming up is read out. And basically that increases your block and increases your block chances up by 30% every time it comes up. It's very nice to have, especially if you're a proc paladin. Okay, next thing coming up is toughness. Also increases your armor value. The more your armor, the less chance you're going to take damage, or the less amount of damage you're going to take, because your armor will absorb most of your damage. Very good thing to have. Next, coming up, of course, is your Righteous Fury. This improved Righteous Fury basically keeps more aggro on you and also increases your armor amount. It increases it so you can take a little bit more damage. It's very good to have. Of course, you got to put some points into your shield. I mean, the more your shield can absorb damage, of course, the less damage you're going to take. Basically, everything with Protection Paladins is taking less damage, absorbing more damage. Taking more damage and, taking less health. Anticipation basically increases your defense. Once again, is another thing you want to just make. You're basically a tank, so basically you're going to try to increase everything that'll give you defense. Very important to have two in there. Statism increases resistance to stuns. That you'll find out later on, especially you're doing Scarlet Monastery, or even in the early Rage-Fire Chasm. It's good to avoid getting stunned, so that also helps you out. Next is the Blessing of Sanctuary. It increases your armor, and every time you block, it does damage. The more points you put into it, the better it is. Actually, you only can put 1 point into it, sorry. So that's very good to have. Reckoning is an amazing thing to have. Basically, it grants you an extra swing. The more points you put into it, the more swings you get. So if you put a Blessing of Wisdom on, was it Spiritual Wisdom? The one that gives you extra mana every time you swing, that's good. Or the one that gives you extra health, that's also good. Sacred Duty, basically, it reduces the cooldown of your bubble, which is really nice to have, and also increases your stamina. Very good to have too. You always want to keep your stamina high. Holy Shield, basically a Holy Shield is every time you block, it does damage. Good to have, especially if you're doing mass pulls, because you want to, give out every damage. So every time you block, it'll do damage, and then with the Sanctuary Aura, you're going to increase more damage. Here's an improved Holy Shield. Of course, it does more damage. It also gives you more charges of shield, so basically you'll be able to block more. It'll give you I think 5 blocks instead of your average 1 or 2 if you want to go with the regular. Arctic Defender, amazing thing to get, because basically when you're less than 35% health, everything is reduced by 30%, and that really helps. It helps a lot. Okay, we also have the Combat Expertise. Basically, it increases your expertise and your stamina. I only put 2 points into that because I didn't feel like it was a major thing to put into there. But if it depends, so you always have a few extra. Avenging Shield, a must for Paladins. This is your only way of pulling. You cannot pull. This is basically you take your shield and you throw it into your enemy. Excellent thing for pulling. It's a must for all Protection Paladins. Okay, on the Holy side, I did a dash of Holy. Of course, you want to increase your intellect so everything hits for a large amount. Very important, because Paladins are mostly stamina and intellect. Next, I put some points into Spiritual Focus. Basically, when you're casting your heal, they won't, when they hit you, it takes a very little chance of them actually disturbing you and interrupting you. So it's a really good thing to have. Of course, you got to put Holy Light, some points into Holy Light, because if you're gonna heal a little bit, you want to make sure you heal for your full amount, and you're gonna heal for a good amount. I heal 2 to 3k, and if a critical, it's 4 to k. So that's very good to have. Improved Lay of Hands It's I call it the last resort. Basically, that drains all your mana, leaves you with a little bit of mana. But when you get improved, basically it increases your armor for 2 minutes when you use it. Plus, it takes all your mana away. And I did improve wisdom, which will make your mana regen a lot faster. Basically, that is the layout. You have extra points left over, which you could put into anything. I put it into armor, devotion aura, and that basically helped me out. Second question I get: what server do you play? Dun dun dun. Thorium Brotherhood. There it is on the upper right corner. Thorium Brotherhood. That's where I play. I get that question a lot. If you have any type of questions, let me know, and I will be making videos. And my next video is how do you make your own video, and I will be putting that up next. It's step by step on how to drag and edit and all that stuff, because that's my next question I get asked a lot. Alright, if you like it, there's my armory. If you like it, you can check it out. If you like all my videos, don't forget to subscribe. I got some more coming. I just finished filming Scarlet Monastery Cathedral, and I'll be putting that up a little bit later after I do the introduction video. Alright, I hope everybody had a good time, and hope you learned something from here. And if anything, send me a message, and I will answer it as soon as I can. Later, everybody.